guys, welcome back. This is Gina. I'm doing my first ever voiceover for a video. So we're going to follow the life of a sim. I'm going to play their lives starting off as a teenager. I'm currently doing the genetics. It's the easier way to get the features between two characters if you want them to be their parents. So that's what I did. It saved me probably 30 minutes plus on designing the character's facial features. So that's why I went that route, because I already spend a long time doing character create. A little backstory on the character as I'm going through the minor tweaks, should I say, for how they walk, talk, things like that. Her parents, one is a criminal. They want to be like a criminal mastermind, and that's the mother. The dad is a businessman, and he wants to basically run his own company, things like that. And they have an image to withhold. They care a lot about image. So in a way, it makes sense if you're a criminal that you don't want to come off as a criminal. So that's the story, right? I haven't decided yet if the husband, the father of the character we're following, knows that she is a criminal. Maybe I'll have her like she's doing her own business as well. She's a criminal, right? She can make up whatever. The point being, they're having this image they have to withhold, so they're going to be pretty fancy, but they're not extremely rich yet. Getting back to the character that I'm designing, I was debating between doing knowledge or creativity aspiration, but I couldn't figure it out right away, so I decided to do their traits first. And if you have this expansion pack, I have the high school expansion pack for this. Is honestly what inspired me to do this. You'll notice that some of the traits that come with that expansion pack are not listed. And the reason why that is because I didn't install it before character create. I had it, I downloaded it, but I did not install it. But I did install it after character create because I realized my error. And you see here, I went back to selecting the aspiration. I considered doing knowledge, and then I changed my mind and decided to go creativity and be the painter extraordinaire. I thought that would be pretty fun. So based off of that, I had to think of how I wanted to shape the character. I already gave traits, but there's other things you need to shape with this image for them. I did a few likes and a few dislikes for hobbies and skills, music, color. Like I said, I'm starting to shape who this character is, and I didn't want to automatically do every single option as a like or dislike, because as a teenager, well, even as an adult, you're figuring out what you like and you dislike. So I only picked a few things that, like, oh, I dislike this music, I really like this type of music, and then there's some that's just we'll see, and you kind of get to decide that during the game. Yeah, colors are colors are fun to choose whether you like or dislike. I really just stuck with which ones you like in this case. So going off of the aspiration traits, family background, I had to decide what I wanted her to look like. So I knew I wanted to give her colored hair because she's an artist, right? So not all artists dye their hair, but in this case, I wanted her hair to be dyed a relatively typically unconsidered normal hair color. So I went with blue. I also wanted to give the style of her hair something unique, but also could be considered formal or proper, fancy. And I ended up settling with this mohawk, but you can tell that she pins her hair up into that shape. It's very pretty in my opinion. So with formal, I considered changing it. As you see, I thought about it, having her hair down, but I changed my mind. In the end, I really just wanted her hair to be the same regardless of what outfit, what day, things like that that she's doing. I may later change it, we'll see. And here we're going through eye makeup. So I don't really wear a lot of makeup, and especially not a lot of eye makeup. So this one, in a way, took a little longer than I expected because even though, they show you the examples of what it would look like on the side where you clicking it, it didn't translate into my head onto what it would look like on her. So that's why you see me clicking through a few options before settling with a specific style. And with lip designs, if lipstick or lip gloss, I was going back and forth, right? Because I wanted to consider blue, because blue can either look really good or sickly, and I wasn't sure how this would turn out on her. And it's not bad. It wasn't bad, but I ended up not choosing it. I'm pretty sure you can change it later in the game if I see that I want her to do that. But for now, I decided no. We're going to do a more pink or neutral colors for her lips. That's what I decided to go with. And I do change it a little bit, I think, with each style. So you see at the top, if you've never played The Sims before, on the right side where it's above saying accessories, all those little like sunshine, a tie, a soccer ball, things like that. So you can specify what they're wearing, how they style their hair, how they do their makeup per outfit, should I say. So if I wanted to do formal, I could do different hairstyle, different makeup, different jewelry, things like that. And it basically kind of saves it into it. With formal, I wanted to give her something a little fancy. So I thought that was really pretty. I decided to go that route for her. And this is when I realized, oh, I need to change the hairstyle because I wanted each outfit to have the same hairstyle, right? So I had to go back and change it. I'm pretty sure there's probably a way to make it set during it. You don't have to go to each style, but I didn't attempt or try to find out. And yeah, sometimes accessories I don't care a lot for. I can get very picky when it comes to what they're wearing. And I try to speed up the process a little bit of creating a character by using these already set outfits that they give you the options to choose from. So I decided to pick a couple of them, and I might treat them. I'm pretty sure I treat them a little bit, but some of them I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not going with that set optional look. It was just no. For example, that dress that she's wearing right now, no, not doing that. And I also, like, look how ripped she is. I decided to tone that down a little bit. It's not the what I was hoping her to be like, but I understood because of during when I was doing the parents, the mom is a more fit, and so is the dad. He's very fit, so it makes sense. But I chose not to do that. And that sweater that I originally had on is so cute. And this better. I love this crop jacket, crop shirt look. I truly wish I had it in my own closet. That's how amazing it looks. Plus, it goes so well with her hair and the whole character design that I was going with. I was so surprised that I found that so fast because that's not typical for me. I still spent a little bit more time the other parts, like the pants. I went with shorts, but pants and shoes, I did test that out a little bit, explored that, so it took a little longer for that, but I don't know. It looks great to me. Clearly, I ended up choosing that for her everyday outfit, but it looks pretty good. I think it fits what I was going for. And, they actually sometimes don't have the greatest of options. I do think if I would have had the expansion pack already installed, I would have had more options than I had because it comes with more teen outfits. So I would have had a little more to choose from, but you never know. I may have still went with the directions here. And for the cold weather outfit, this was fun. I wanted her to look geektastic. As a geek themselves, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I love this. Totally would wear this myself because it's amazing. But since I also consider her going the knowledge route, I figured maybe at least one outfit would look kind of nerdy, but not nerdy enough for image. And hot weather, oh gosh, I was trying to think what I was going to do with hot weather. Because if you're already wearing a crop top and a crop jacket and shorts, what would you wear when it's hot if you wear that normally, right? So it was difficult. It doesn't seem that difficult as you watch me pick it out, but I promise it was such a difficult decision in my head that I was going back and forth with. I still ended up choosing like shorts and a bodysuit, but these are fancy shorts. They're short shorts, but they're fancy. I even debated the direction the stripes go in, or even if I wanted there to be colored stripes. Those minor details, it means a lot and it could make a difference or it could not. I mean, I don't think it really matters that much, but it matters to me how they dress. And swimwear, clearly there's not a lot of options, which was great. Made this process a little quicker. I still didn't go with what was already given to her. I changed it a little bit, but I think it was fine. And I was trying to do something a little different than what she was wearing for hot weather, but I still wanted to be in her style, what I was going for. So I ended up with this. I thought about it after I moved on into looking at the others, and like you see, I looked back at it, but in the end, I was pretty satisfied with the look overall, so I moved on. So now we're doing the party outfit. This party outfit they put her in doesn't fit her. It's not bad, I just don't like it on her. So this one I had to do a little more work with. I even adjusted the accessories for it. Granted, what they gave her wasn't that bad to begin with, but I could not do this look. But that, oh my gosh, this look is so good. I loved it. But I decided not for her. I know. I should have went with it, but not for her. Not this time. And I didn't want her to look like she came so much from wealth. I didn't want her to look like that because she's also trying to be herself and don't want to stick out a lot. I mean, stick out enough, right? But not too much where she fits in with her parents. She doesn't want to be that. That was where I was going with this design. And that one was pretty cute. I went with that, and then I changed her shoes because I wanted her to have different shoes. I think the boots were pretty, and I went with boots. Like, it was so pretty. Her sleepwear, as you saw, it was a preset one, and I briefly looked at it, and the only thing I changed from it is socks. I didn't want her to wear socks with that, so I changed that. This was also a pre-made outfit, and it looks fine, but I did tweak it just a little bit. I changed the color of the outfit, and I did end up changing the shoes as well, just a little bit. Also, one of those minor details that you can't really tell, but I would know, so I changed it. And formal. Okay, so this is where I had to really think about what I wanted to do for her, and I think personally if she was just herself, she would have wore that first outfit they had set for her, but I was thinking even fancier, so I went with this super gorgeous like Cinderella dress, or even Frozen. I think this would be a good outfit for Elsa. And I figure formal wear is when she's truly trying to fit in and do the image her parents want her to have and for the image of their family. So I really try to fancy it up, minus her hair. I kept that as it is. And you see, I kind of went back and forth a little bit. I didn't change it, but I was debating if that's what I wanted to do. And then I kept it. And then I even added gloves. Because why not? It looks extra fancy when you add gloves to any outfit. Particularly formal wear. You look fancy. So I gave her that. But to put a little bit of herself in it, I did give her some jewelry that would be more fitting for her, like her wristbands. And they have nail polish options. In case you guys didn't know, on The Sims 4, you can choose their nail colors. So I decided we're going to do nail colors because this would be fitting for her. And I did do them for several outfits, but I couldn't really truly decide how much extra details I wanted to go into. And then I was like, oh my gosh, tattoos. I would love to have tattoos. So she's over 16, guys. And I zoomed in so you could see it a little better, the tattoos. That's why the quality went down a little bit. And it was one of the quickest ideas that I had for what I wanted her back tattoo to look like. And you could see it in her everyday outfit for the most part. Some of it's covered up. And then I went with a simple heart on her the upper part of her arm. I thought that would be cute, but you can't really see that until like hot weather swimsuit outfits, things like that. that would be the only time you could see it. But I think that's okay, right? So I was basically done, but something was telling me that this is not what I wanted. And I figured it out before I clicked the check mark. I wanted her name to be not Mary Ann. I figured it would be a little too fancy. In this case, I do like that name. I chose that name, but then I changed my mind and just changed it to Becca. I figured it would work with Rebecca. So let's start a new life, and we're going to follow the teen throughout.